Clip of the day.
Let's take it out there. Let's go.
To the gate, to the gate, to the climate gate.
Surely you have something on the heels of COP21 in Gay Paris?
I'm waiting for you.
Well, they came up with a draft, which, of course, it's 48 pages. I downloaded it, started to read through it. These guys are nowhere near a deal.
Oh, no, of course not. This
draft is filled with holes. But I can't give you the purpose of the agreement, which is Article 2. 3 points. A, to hold the increase in global average temperature below 1.5 degrees Celsius or well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels by ensuring deep reductions in global greenhouse gas net emissions. 2, to increase their ability to adapt to the adverse impacts of climate change and to effectively respond to the impacts of the implementation of response measures and to loss and damage. This one messed with my head a little bit because I'll read it again slowly. To effectively respond to the impacts of the implementation of response measures. What are they going to do?
Well, it's going to have, whatever it is, this is, again, it's something that all the African nations are there saying we want money. You guys have ruined our lives.
Is that
such a great area before you came out, ruined it with this climate change thing.
Is that the money clause, you think? This B, this effectively respond to the impacts?
I think that is the money clause.
That's the money clause. Yeah, I think you're right. C, or 3, to pursue a transformation towards sustainable development that fosters climate-resilient and low green gas emission societies and economies, and that does not threaten food production and distribution. So that's the only thing we'll be allowed to have, I guess.
Food.
So, or what? Crickets, bugs, whatever.
Yeah, bugs.
So this is unworkable. There's nothing I can do with that. There's just nothing I can see. But man, they rolled. It was pretty elitist. It was beautiful. Of course, I saw the woman fainting against Al Gore from your Twitter feed. That was pretty hilarious.
Yeah. She was needed some candy bar or something to stand up.
Yeah.
Of course, some joker, one of the Twitter jokers writes, well, maybe he was chewing on some garlic. Like, we brought my garlic thing up the idea.
That was an interesting callback. I liked it. It was not bad.
It was good. Very good callback.
So we got reports coming out of
Can you imagine Al Gore with horrible garlic breath? Because he likes to stand real close to people.
Yeah. No, I can't imagine that. That's disgusting.
It's pretty disgusting to imagine it.
Coming out of Paris, let me see. We have to be afraid. Of course, climate change is going to ruin everything. Headline, coffee in crisis. Drought, flooding, disease, climate change is already threatening the source of our caffeine fix, according to BBC. We might be facing the end of coffee as we know it. Time to panic.
Wow.
Time to panic. And wait. These problems are by no means confined to Mexico. Farmers across South America, Asia, and Africa are watching coffee plants dwindle as droughts, downpours, and plagues of pests attack their crops as a result of global warming. The consequences of this unrest could soon work their way through the pipeline to your local coffee shop. The world currently enjoys a 2 billion cup a day habit. How can we ensure that the coffee still flows when the crops are being ravaged by extreme weather? And if the farmers can meet that demand, will we soon reach peak coffee?
Oh, brother. Where did you get that?
BBC.
Oh, my
BBC.
God.
Yeah, the BBC. Yes, the bastion of broadcasting, the BBC. Arnold Schwarzenegger was in Paris, of course. Who doesn't love a trip to...
Oh, he's always been all in on climate change.
And he spoke at the French Parliament, I believe.
On Saturday, U.S. actor and former governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger, was a guest speaker at the French National Assembly, where he called for a greener future.
This is the real world. This is not the movie world, which is the other world that I come from. There are no visual effects here, no special effects. There's no script writing.
Yeah, there is.
We can change the ending.
There's lots of visual effects and script writing.
The better ending or anything like that. This is the real world. It's time to embark into a smart path. It is time for a new revolution, a clean energy revolution.
Clean energy revolution. Well, that is being started. People are jumping on the bandwagon. And this is good. I'm all for this idea. This is great.
The one clip that I didn't get, and because I just missed it because I caught it in the middle.
Yeah.
But I should go back and track it down. Is Modi?
Oh, from India?
The India guy. He gave a talk. He was there too. He says, we're not doing anything. He basically said, we're not doing anything because we are not going to interrupt our growth path for this. And that was that.
Yeah.
And India is just a huge polluter. It's a shithole, let's face it.
Well, the elites are getting shithole. John at Dvorak.org.
Today, our world is in a current struggle with energy. It's rare, costs too much, and is hard to produce independently. Currently, 1.3 billion people still live without it, and half the world has an inconsistent supply of it, lasting less than 3 hours per day. Manoj Bhagava, creator of the 5-hour energy drink and founder of Free Electric Hybrid Bike.
Nice little native ad, but wait, it gets better. I love this guy.
Plans to change all of this with the hybrid energy bicycle. The basic idea is to ride the bike for 1 hour and get 24 hours of energy. The billionaire and his team developed the bicycle to take advantage of the mechanical energy created by humans to solve one of the world's most pervasive problems.
And he's sitting on this bike with a huge flywheel. This massive thing that I guess you fit in your basement.
One bicycle could potentially provide a small village with electricity if each household spends 1 hour per day pedaling the bike.
The real thing is to get the poor out of their poverty. And one of the basics is energy. I mean, think about it. The poor half stay the poor half because they have no power. They have no energy. That's one of the most fundamental things.
That's right. So get on the bike, slaves.
Stop and give yourself clip of the day for that because that's too funny.
Oh, thank you very much.
And then I have a comment.
Clip of the day.
This is like the eating bugs and all the rest of it.
Well, here's how it goes. Jimmy, finish your crickets and cream and get on the bike. It's your turn.
Your turn to power the house. Well, next thing is all boats should be like or driven with a bunch of slaves and a guy pounding a drum up in the front. Boom, boom. Row. That's what I'm going to show myself.
I'm sorry. What, you wanted to say something?
It's rowing.
Yeah. I love the whole sit on your bike. It's your turn to power the house, Jimmy.
It is. I'm going to show my support by donating to No Agenda. Imagine all the people who could do that. Oh yeah, that'd be fab.